our pleasure to invite you to join us in support of our 2018 Museum Soiree fundraiser and ask you to embark on a culinary journey through the palates and stories of local immigrant chefs. The driving force in my long life has been to encourage all Americans to realize that new Americans have, can, and will continue to enrich our economy and our culture in the most extraordinary ways.
I have probably the best of all lives. I have like a double life, so I can be Mexican and I can be American, depending on what day of the week it is. My name is Denise. I'm the executive chef at Rancho La Puerta en La Cocina que Canta, and I've been a chef for about 20 years. Rancho La Puerta is in Tecate. We're the #3 spa in the world. We're known for wellness and fitness. I was born in Mexico City. My mom is from Albany, New York, and my dad is from Mexico City, and they were fortunate enough to be able to relocate. And so I grew up in Miami. I went to culinary school there at Johnson & Wales, and when I turned 30, I realized that I didn't know anything about Mexico or Mexico cuisine. One of my best friends in college was from Ensenada, and I came and I fell in love with San Diego, and I decided to stay. When I turned 40, my life as a chef had been really rough. I needed to start over, so I started looking for a job that included wellness. And so I met Senora Deborah, the founder of the ranch and also of the museum. She told me that I needed to work for her. And so I took the opportunity and I did. I'm interested in wellness and prevention and eating correctly to feel my best. And so being at Rancho La Puerta and having 6 acres of an organic garden, it really is about wellness.
Since I was a little girl, my grandma was really a serious woman, but every time she cooked, she gave us love. And I learned that every time you cook something for someone, is that you're giving love, you're giving life to someone. My name is Cindy, with an S, because I am from Venezuela, very Latina, very South America. I live in Los Angeles, and I'm a chef, I'm an actress, and I'm Latina. And I moved with my family just 2.5 years ago. Well, the situation right now in my country, it's pretty hard, it's difficult, and I was kidnapped, I hope people understand, twice and in a year. So we decided to move to start again. So I always wanted to cook, but I was a very chubby girl. So for me, cooking was like a bad thing. It's like, don't go to the kitchen. Just a couple of years ago, I started making peace with myself and understanding that kitchen is not a bad place and food is not a poison, it's life. Dreams come true, and one day I decided to audition for MasterChef, and I won. I want people to see me that I had these dreams as I was a little girl, and I always say it's never too late. I love to talk about dreams. I think life sometimes is hard, and we stop dreaming, and we can't stop dreaming.
If you're Filipino, there's only 2 occupations you can be. You could either be a doctor or you can be an attorney. So I told my parents I was going to become a chef, and they pretty much flipped out. It was a big disappointment for a while, until the day that I was able to cook for them. I'm Evan Cruz. I'm the area executive chef for Dimension Development. I have 2 hotels that I actually currently watch, the Marriott Del Mar and the Doubletree Del Mar. I came to the US when I was 3. I was born in Olongapo City, Philippines. My dad was in the military and then brought my mom and the whole family over. It was a little bit of a dictatorship with Marcos back in that time. There was a lot of chaos, as well as a better opportunity for the family and for us to grow. Cooking in my heritage and in my family has been passed down from my grandparents. I mean, I was 5 years old. I still remember my grandma teaching me how to cook eggs. You know, before we went outside to play every single day, we had to cook rice, and not in a rice cooker. We had a big old pot that we had to put on the stove with banana leaves inside. So food in my family has always been a way to share and a way to show your love.
I grew up in a small farm. I grew up making cheese. I grew up killing chickens. I mean, all that cooking for me was very normal. I mean, I learned how to make tamales, tortillas, mole when I was 8, 10 years old. I just didn't know that was a gift. My name is Flor Franco, and I am a chef. I also have an art gallery where we combine wine, food, and art. And I was born in Mexico, in Veracruz, but I've been most of my life living between Baja and San Diego. Veracruz, it's probably one of the richest states in Mexico, where if you drop like a piece of orange, for sure there is a orange tree coming out. You don't have to water, you don't have to do a lot of things because it's our nature. Me growing up with all this amazing product and the people that I was surrounded with, everybody cooked, men and women. I was very young when I finished high school. I was 16. I went to Tampico, Mexico, and I graduated in a major of marketing and PR. And immediately after that, I came to San Diego because I got married. I became PR director for both sides of the border, dealing with perishable foods only, a lot of the farmers, producers, fishermen in Baja. But it was not until 11 years ago that I completely went 100%, in the kitchen. Being so blessed to live in the border, and I get to have the product of Mexico and the product of the world, being in the United States. We're bringing all those old recipes from South of Mexico, playing with our local amazing product.
Well, how long have you been in the States?
Well, I've been here since I was like 22, and that's what I was thinking previously. You came here when 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And then you were 4.
I was 4.
You were 3. So we bring a lot because we actually were born and raised.
Correct.
In a totally different land.
Yeah, and opportunities like this are amazing because we can show how similar we are, but how different we are Latinos.
Of course.
That's incredible. That's wonderful.
You learn through different cultures. I mean, like with Flor and understanding like Baja and like, working with her and her structures and flavors, especially because it's so funny how similar things are from the Philippines because it's the Spain.
Correct.
But just small little differences have just changed the flavoring.
Because of the ingredients.
Because of the ingredients, so it's kind of cool.
And how do you feel about the Filipino food here?
I've been cooking for a long time, but I mean, the way that it is now and the way it's become in the forefront it's amazing. So the Filipino food movement is what they're calling it, but it's getting people to try different things and understand what an adobo is to us.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And what adobo is to.
Waters every time.
There have to be one dish that you remember home. What would be?
It's not one dish, it's the whole pig, what I remember, with my dad.
Oh, okay.
My dad, I mean, at least once a month, the whole pig was gonna be treated in one day and maybe develop 8 to 9 different dishes.
So you got like the pozole with the snout and then the patas.
Yeah, the bones,
and
the head, everything was
I won
just...
MasterChef with a pork neck,
Chow.
a neck. Oh my, it's delicious. It's incredible, really. It's so soft.
So you make it vegan, I imagine, now that you're vegan.
After I won MasterChef, I became vegan, which is like, why? But I keep cooking for everybody, for people, for my family, for friends. So I love to cook pork. I'm the worst vegan ever. So, and what about you? What dish?
I don't think it's a dish. I love the whole act of like the family coming together and cooking together because I love everything about being in the kitchen. I like the process. When you're sitting down in the dining room and I'm watching you through a window and you take the first bite of something that I've cooked and you taste it and you kind of close your eyes and you think about it and then you take the next bite and you pass it to the person that you're with and that person tastes it and says, oh yeah, this is really good. Just seeing that interaction between two other people about something that you did that's bringing them joy is the best reward.
So the dinner.
Yes.
Let's talk
Dinner.
about
Ay, ay, ay.
logistics. You're coming from Tecate,
I'm coming from Tecate.
and you have your own garden, so a lot of your prep is going to be done there, right?
Correct. And I'm excited about it because it's really important to be also sustainable, and we're going to do things that are in the season.
And Cindy, so you're our guest. You're coming all the way from LA to San Diego to cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something very Venezuelan, but something light, like a salad.
I'm doing, again, Filipino.
Since I'm doing the first course, I think I'm gonna stick to amazing fish from Baja. And we're missing a couple chefs, so we're hoping to do 5 courses. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's amazing to have people all around the world with the same dreams to be better and to live a better life. And it's amazing that this country gives us the opportunity.
America has given me the power of being, for most of my life, a single mom, raising very strong kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. I mean, especially being immigrants, because you have that history behind you that you bring, and it's an opportunity in this country to be able to share that.
We're really representing our story or our journey that we've had our whole lives to get here because we've cooked for a long time, right? Or we're making our dreams come true.
We're bringing the best of our country
Yeah.
to this country.
Yes.
That is our country now. And that's incredible. That's amazing.
Excellent.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Salud. Do you say salud?
Salud. Yeah.
There are many stories to capture and share, but we cannot do this work without your support. Please join me in thanking our Executive Director of the New American Museum, Linda Caballero Sotelo, and our tireless committee chairs, Rosa Buta, Catherine Arambula, and Vanessa and Kenneth Yuffie. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.